Welcome to CES 2022 coverage by Zgadgetreview. Up next, we have Sony and the introduction of two new technologies to their TV lineups. Hi, welcome to Zgadgetreview. Sony is one of those companies that has a lot of good things going for it, but also a lot of bad things going for it. One of those things is the fact that their TVs are very expensive, but lack features out of the box. A lot of the features that people are waiting for are usually supposed to come later on via firmware updates. Sometimes that firmware update never comes, so it takes forever to come around. Well, they are changing that with the upcoming TVs this year. VRR, variable refresh rate, will be available on Sony Bravia TVs out of the box. No longer will you have to wait for a firmware update. Isn't that great news? Hopefully people who own older TVs will get an update sooner rather than later. And Sony is now expanding out of their regular LED lineup and OLED lineup to include brand new technology on their TVs. Sony will be coming out with the first QD-OLED TV, just like Samsung will. I'm making a separate video on that later on. So Sony will have a QD-OLED TV. The panels will actually be sourced from Samsung and not LG, as some people thought it was going to do. This new model is going to be the A95K. And is going to come in two sizes, 55 inches and 65 inches. Of course, we don't have any pricing for the device yet, but expect it to be pretty expensive. The other addition to the lineup is going to be mini LED TVs. As you know, last year, mini LEDs were all the rage. That was a brand new technology that LG had on deck, Samsung had on deck, and TCL, well, they have had it on deck for a while. But Sony was the lone company that did not release a mini LED TV. This year, that is changing. Sony, not Samsung, Sony is coming out with a new mini LED TV. And it's actually going to have two different types of mini LED TVs. It's going to have an 8K mini LED TV and a 4K mini LED TV. So the 8K is going to be the Z9K, and that one's going to come in two sizes, 75 inches and 85 inches. The next one down, or the 4K model, is going to be the X95K, and that one's going to come in 65, 75, and 85 inches. Again, we don't have any pricing for those TVs. And then, of course, those go in addition to the current OLED TVs, the A90K and the A80K models of Sony TVs that, of course, get the LG panels from LG. Now, of course, I'm wondering if the newer A90K and the A80K, the regular OLED TVs, are going to actually have brighter panels than LG's. As we know, LG is releasing their Evo 2 or Evo 2nd Gen panels for the G2 lineup and the C2 lineup, which means that technically Sony will also have access to those panels. I wonder if they'll be able to get those screens brighter as they did last year with the Evo panels, beating LG. It is something to see in the future when these TVs come to the market. The upcoming Bravia TVs will continue using Google TV as their smart TV platform. They will have some improvements when it comes to the sound of the TVs and the cognitive sound, where the sound is placed within the screen, so you can tell where the sound is coming from depending on what the action on the TV is. They also say that the sound that comes directly from the screen is going to be better. I don't know if you know, but Sony TVs have become pretty much their own, I will say, soundbar system that you can use with the embedded speaker that they have in between the screen and the body of the TV that is supposed to also improve So we don't have a lot of information on what Sony is going to be putting out there when it comes to their Sony Bravia TVs, but we do know that QD-OLED is the new technology that Samsung and Sony are going to be touting in the coming year or in this year. And somehow LG is falling behind the 8-ball when it comes to that QD-OLED technology. They haven't said anything about it. All they said, of course, is the new brighter Evo 2 screen. They have talked about a new OLED EX technology that will be coming out later in the year, but they haven't really shown anything on it. So the TV technology wars are starting to heat up, and we have two companies about to maybe dethrone LG when it comes to high-end picture on a TV. What do you think about this new announcement from Sony? Are you excited that finally you will have features out of the box and not have to wait for a firmware update from Sony, which usually takes forever? How about these QD OLED TVs? What do you think about the pricing? Let me know in the comment section. And that's it for me. Go ahead and subscribe. Give us a thumbs up. It really helps the channel. Go ahead and hit that bell so you can be alerted every time we have videos. And thank you very much for watching.